What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And today we're talking about some news that just got officially revealed here in game. Now, we did have this information a little bit earlier on in the day through a data download. However, with the official news announcement, we actually get a bit more information and we can definitively determine whether or not this upcoming banner is actually worth it. And I guess the quick answer is no. You should be conserving your rainbow gems for the big New Year's celebration Sugo-Fest, likely going to be arriving around the 27th-ish. Is usually when those types of banners arrive, and if that is the case, this banner will still be up when New Year's is up. But look, the thing is New Year's is so close right now. There is no reason as to why you should be pulling on this brand new banner, which is titled the Thank You for This Year's Sugo-Fest. We'll talk about it because it is interesting, because I think it's actually not an awful banner, all things considered, but just because we're so close to the biggest celebration of the year, or arguably like top two biggest celebrations of the year, there's just no reason to be spending your rainbow gems at this point. But let's go ahead and look through it though. So December 22nd, 1900 PST, so 24 hours after this video is up, this banner will be live in game. And it says that we thank you for 2023, thank you for this year's Sugo-Fest is here. And you can pull on the 1st to the 10th 10+1 rare recruit with only 30 rainbow gems each, which I guess is actually technically incorrect, as we'll go through it a little bit later. But yeah, it's going to be 30 gems per multi, pretty much. And it says, available characters in this Sugo-Fest are those that made their debut in standard Sugo-Fests through October 29 last year, all the way till November 25th this year. So the amount of characters that are actually available is pretty restrictive, as it's mostly going to be, newer-ish characters, which is dope. In this Sugo-Fest, the pool of recruitable legends is limited to 22 characters that mainly have Super Tandem or Final Tap Sugo Special. Check the drop rates for more information. Additionally, special character Kureha and Hiraluk will be returning. So this is a character that has arrived for like the last couple of Christmas Sugo-Fests. The character is like not the greatest, it's okay, but the character is mainly used for the Wapol event, which is also listed here, and we'll talk about that in a moment as well. The Hiraluk and the Kureha character is very good for that Wapol event to farm cotton candy, but after that event, you basically will never use them. So honestly, not really worth going on this banner to just specifically pull this rare recruit character, but it's a character that's here nonetheless. Sugo-Fest exclusive Chopper and the special Kureha and Hiraluk is going to be boosted in the Wapol's event, which you already talked about, December 23rd until December 30th. Now, it says that every wanted poster in this Sugo is guaranteed to be 5-star, which means there's going to be no unevolved characters, aside from Legends, of course. So that's interesting. You don't see 5-star or better as guaranteed in Sugo-Fest. Usually it's 4-star or better. So it's just kind of interesting that they've noted that there specifically. Now, they mention here the 10+1 rare recruit, so multis, 1, 2, 3, 4... and then 6, 7, 8, 9 are all going to be 30 gem multis. So it kind of contradicts what they said here. Pull the 1st to the 10th 10+1 rare recruit with only 30 gems each. Technically, that's incorrect because multis 1 to 9, except for 5, are going to be 30 gem multis, because the 5th and 10th is guaranteeing you a legend. It says 10+1 rare recruit will cost 50 gems from the 11th pull onwards. So for whatever reason, if you opt to go, 10 multis deep into this banner, if you opt to go to number 11 and onwards, it's going to be 50 gems from that point onwards. Check the about characters list for the affected characters for each 10+1 rare recruit step. Certain specific legends, only characters are not included. Check the drop rate. So yeah, it's talking about like Kizuna, Treasure Map legends, those types of units. Rumble legends are also not included. It's only talking about standard Sugo-Fests, which are the banners that come out for like the PKA, for example. Banners that come out with the generically released legends that are then input into the normal legend ticket pool from that point onwards are going to be available. So it actually goes through the list of characters that are available, okay? So first of which, we've got Fuji and Borsalino. Not really a good unit. Legend Uta is fantastic. Kanjuro is fine. Momonosuke is amazing. Izo is pretty average. The Reverie waifus, not that great. Shanks and Buggy, they're pretty average as well. Whitebeard versus Blackbeard is a phenomenal legend, so it's cool that they're also here. Alba and Queen, obviously they're really cool. You've got Jack as well, another great unit. Killer and Hawkins, not so much. Dex, Whitebeard, probably not the best either. The Tandem Big Mom is solid, she's fine. You've got Tandem Sengoku, which is hilarious. And then you've also got, like, these other random units. You've got the what do you call them? The Toby Ropo Super Tandems of Black Maria, Who's Who, and Sasaki. You also have Super Tandem Law and Super Tandem Kid, both of which actually see a decent amount of play. They're both still really good, despite the fact that they're a little bit on the older spectrum at this point, but they're still very, very good legends to have, as well as Christmas Chopper appearing here. Now, if you've been playing the game for any extended period of time, you likely have a lot of these, or a couple of these units already, and more importantly, you probably already have Christmas Chopper at this point, especially if you played during his Pirate Rumble season, you are guaranteed to have him. So it's not a big deal, you know, by just avoiding this Sugo-Fest altogether. Yes, there are some decent units here, no doubt. However, you gotta remember, these are generically released legends. Every legend ticket we receive from this point onwards, these characters are going to be on it. So inevitably, eventually, you're gonna be pulling these units, and more likely than not, these characters will also be featured, very, very likely to be featured, on the New Year's Sugo-Fest that's going to be coming up very shortly. So again, just all these further reasons adding on to why you probably should be avoiding this banner overall. Now, as for the rare recruits, they've actually added a decent amount of good units here. Like, you've got the characters that came out when Legend Kobe came out. You've got the ones from when Shanks and Luffy from Film Red came out. You've got the Uta batch as well. You've got the Kaido batch, the Law and Kid batch, the Gear 5 batch, Izo batch. Like, you've just got super solid rare recruits across the board here. So, no real complaints from me here in terms of the rare recruits that are available. Like, these units are super solid, and it's very, very nice to have all of them. I actually still don't have this unit. After all this time, I still don't have Howling Gab and Building Snake. So I'd love to get him at some point, but, you know, it's not really super important at the moment. But a lot of these units are actually pretty solid. So, yeah, this Sugo-Fest, while it does have some interesting components, and the discounted multis are obviously huge and a big reason as to why people will often pull on banners, despite all of this, again, New Year's Sugo-Fest is literally right around the corner. There is no reason to be spending gems here. Let's talk about this one here, which is the Warple event. So, for those people who haven't played you know, through the Christmas periods before, they typically bring this event back, and essentially you can farm it X amount of times and you get a bunch of cotton candy for playing it. So December 23rd to December 30th here. About the event, you basically kill him, you get Warple. Now there's multiple different difficulties. There's like an easy version and a hard version. The hard version isn't super hard, all things considered. Each difficulty in Warple's Assault, Take Back the Cotton Candies, will have a clear limit of 100 times. Meaning you can clear both the easy and the hard difficulty 100 times each, totaling for 200, getting you a bunch of cotton candy along the way. If you want the cotton candy, your best option is to farm the hard difficulty because it has the much better drop rates. There are some Chopperman missions in regards to this as well, where you can get your hands on this Warple character. The Warple unit isn't very good, but hey, it's a new unit that you may want to get your hands on. He might be boosted in next month's treasure map, we'll have to wait and see. And then you've got the boosted list. So you've got this one here with Chopper, 1.75 times stats, and then you also get minus 10 cooldown at the start of the quest. So these units don't really give you like additional drops or anything like that, but, well, you see this one here, yeah, they do give you some additional drops, but for Chopper it doesn't make sense for him to do that because inbuilt with his captain ability, as we know, he guarantees duplicating every cotton candy at the end of a run. So the whole idea here is to build your team with Chopper as your captain, run a bunch of these boosted units, and you get like heaps of cotton candy. That's essentially the way that you're supposed to beat this event. A lot of these units here that are boosted are like not great. There's a couple of good ones for sure, but a lot of them are not really that amazing. The key ones here, I believe this Nami is actually very, very good for this event, who also got her level limit broke recently. Cavendish, I think, was okay for the event. One thing I know for sure is that this Shirahoshi is fantastic. For those of you who don't know, you can get this Shirahoshi from the Kizuna Clash medal exchange thingy, the insignia exchange. She's very good for this because of her special, allowing you to get matching slots and multi-turns of orb boosting effects. But of course, Kureha and Chopper are the two key characters mainly that you want to have. So basically you farm it, you get cotton candy, and that's basically it. But that's all the information that we have right now. We are very, very close to the New Year celebration occurring. Hopefully we get some news on it very shortly, and of course, whenever we get information on it, I will bring you guys a video dedicated towards it. I'm very excited to see what we have in store for us this New Year celebration. Let me know your thoughts and opinions though. Are you going to be pulling on this Sugo-Fest? I sincerely hope that you avoid this banner. You do not need to pull here. Hopefully you enjoyed the video though, and if you guys did, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. On that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.